many times does Sweet Baby Inc. need to learn this lesson before they go away? Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance is the latest victim getting the Sweet Baby Inc. death kiss and going away. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. And I'm in the car waiting at the airport phone lot to pick up the in-laws for the holidays. And I hope everyone has a great, safe Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate, Hanukkah, whatever it is. I hope everyone has a good one. But I had to get to the story because it is just too perfect. Sweet Baby Inc. is striking again. And I know everyone is all shocked. Yet another game has been left in ruins. Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance, the once promising co-op action RPG, is now the latest casualty in the trail of destruction left by Sweet Baby Inc. Hit that subscribe, give me a like, and check out SmashJT.com for the full article breaking down how Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance is the latest victim of Sweet Baby Inc. in their path of destruction. Wizards of the Coast and developer Took Games have announced the closure of Dark Alliance servers set for February 24th, 2025. The game will also be pulled from sale on the same day, although those who already own it can still access to offline single player and DLC content. Now on Steam, this is what it displays. About this game now says, we will be shut down the Dark Alliance servers on 2/24/2025, and it will no longer be available to purchase starting that day. The base game and all DLC are still available to play in offline single player by anyone who currently owns it. And then it goes into what the actual about section is. So it's interesting that this game is being shut down by the developers and taking away the online component of it, but you can still play it offline if you've purchased it before they take it off the store in February, which is just fascinating when you consider the future of gaming is turning into game studios are just taking games away from storefronts because digital, you have no power. The shutdown marks the final nail in the coffin for a game that's been plagued by dismal player numbers, tons of problematic bugs, and just an overall lackluster reception since launch. However, the real story lies behind the scenes, specifically in the involvement of our much discussed Sweet Baby Inc. Sweet Baby Inc. CEO Kim Belair and Ariane McGilvray are credited as game writers for Dark Alliance. And fun fact, those are the same two people that are credited for writing the book that I covered in a live stream. These two people are thick as thieves when it comes to working together. Their involvement with the game had flagged it for inclusion in the all-important Sweet Baby Inc. Detected Steam Curator list by friend of the channel Cabrutus. A badge of shame for many gamers familiar with the company's reputation, or lack thereof. Once again, their fingerprints are visible on yet another failed project. The game peaked at merely 9,912 concurrent players upon its release back in 2021, but the popularity evaporated almost instantly, plummeting to under 300 concurrent players by July 2021, and in its final days, the game is limping along to the finish line with a peak of, as latest check, 10 concurrent players. So it doesn't really make much sense to keep this game running online. Something that is technically related and of note, and I'm not really sure what's going on with this, but Sweet Baby Inc.'s website is currently down, and there's no other information that we have about this, but I do find it fascinating that once we hear another game happening to be shut down, we also have Sweet Baby Inc.'s website no longer functioning. And there are people speculating online that this could be some sort of brand change or something happening behind the scenes, or it just might be having some issues. But this is all the information I have on that right now. Is Sweet Baby Inc.'s website is currently, as of recording this, not functional.
People were kind of talking like, I've discovered a secret Canadian company. Like, these are the guys who did it. And the discovery that they had made was actually like our public-facing website that we advertise our services on, and which you can go to right now if you'd like to collaborate with us or just learn more. It's not hidden, and if it is, it's very bad because it's at sweetbabyinc.com.
As far as the community reaction for Sweet Baby Inc.'s website being down currently, nobody seems to be shedding much of a tear. In fact, the community is overwhelmingly rejoicing. And it should come as no surprise because, as gamers all know, Sweet Baby Inc. has proven to be a net negative for gaming in general, and the sooner it goes away, the happier people will be. But regardless, that's the current status of the website. As far as Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance is concerned, that game is going to be going offline in February 2025. Gamers have been rejecting this game wholeheartedly, and reviewers are eviscerating it for its buggy, unpolished state. One scathing critique read, "This is not a Dark Alliance game. The level progression is horrible. It's poorly optimized, and my strikes don't line up where they land. Neither do enemy strikes. Don't play this game. Instead, go play Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 1 and 2. Then play Neverwinter Nights or Champions of Norath. But you probably need a console for that," which, by the way, fun fact, I'm in the end credits of Champions of Norath when I worked at Sony Online Entertainment. So that's a game I'm very familiar with. They continue, "Then go play Divinity 2 Original Sin, followed by Baldur's Gate 3. Hopefully by then you will have forgotten this game existed and you will be able to live a happier life." Another reviewer said, "This game is the reason gamers hate buying things on day one. We are not your beta testers." And we keep going down the line of all these negative reviews of this game. And sure, maybe the narrative design from Kim Belair and company of Sweet Baby Inc. didn't completely destroy the entire functionality of this game. But it is a convenient coincidence that we see this lining up every single time, or at least that's the way it seems. There's a pattern of failure when it comes to Sweet Baby Inc. Of course, Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance isn't alone. It joins a growing roster of titles marred by Sweet Baby Inc.'s involvement. Other notable titles that I've looked at are Unknown 9 Awakening, Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn, and of course the very ill-fated Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. Not to mention game studios like Heart Machine suffering massive layoffs, among many others, this year alone. Each of these have suffered directly from poor reception, lackluster sales, and dwindling player bases. It's a damning indictment of Sweet Baby Inc.'s influence. The vast majority of people seem to think because it's an error 408 that it will be something that gets resolved and put back up. But other people are wondering if this is something a lot deeper, if they're taking it down coincidentally due to lawsuits happening, or potentially rebranding like I stated earlier, or maybe it has something to do with an acquisition or something with the Powell Group. There's too much speculation here to really know, but all options are on the table. But one thing is for sure, something is definitely happening behind the scenes right now. Sweet Baby Inc.'s reputation for unnecessarily injecting diverse storytelling, lack of polish, and misguided priorities into projects has become a hallmark of their own failure. Instead of enhancing games, their approach alienates gamers and steers projects directly into irrelevance. It's not just for me either, far from it. The gaming community has repeatedly voiced its frustrations along the way, but developers and publishers alike, for some reason that we can't figure out for certain right now, continue to ignore all the warning signs from gamers saying, please stay away. We don't want this kind of stuff and ideologies being injected into our games. The shutdown of Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance underscores the ongoing damage caused by Sweet Baby Inc.'s involvement in the gaming industry. As yet another title fades into obscurity, at some point, you gotta think developers would have begun to rethink their reliance on Sweet Baby Inc. and their destructive practices. Maybe they are. Maybe it's just one of those victims of long development time cycles and causing the lag of making sure that the games don't use them in the future moving forward. And this is just a victim of circumstance from game developers that have been using Sweet Baby Inc. over the years leading up to right now. But whatever the case may be, gamers deserve better. And the industry's future depends on listening to our voices. You know, the people who actually play the games. At least I think that would make the most sense. But here we are at the end of 2024, still talking about games and studios being completely eviscerated and destroyed by having any kind of transcendental touch of Sweet Baby Incorporated. It's got to make you wonder what's going on deeper down. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there and going to go pick up my in-laws at the airport. If you guys appreciate this video, hit the join button. Make sure you hit the subscribe if you're not already. We're past 100,000 subscribers. Holy crap. Can't thank you guys enough. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for everything you've done along the way. And as always, you stay smashing.
people were kind of talking like, I've discovered a secret Canadian company. Like, these are the guys who did it. And the discovery that they had made was actually like our public-facing website that we advertise our services on, and which you can go to right now if you'd like to collaborate with us or just learn more. It's not hidden, and if it is, it's very bad because it's at sweetbabyinc.com.